Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Lakshmi Narayana Gunta, NEET Zoology faculty at Super 60 Duppalvalsa, Srikakulam. Today our topic is animal tissues. Before we start it, let us recap what is a tissue. A tissue is a group of connected cells that have similar structure and function within an organism. In simple words, a tissue is a group of cells which are similar in structure and performing similar function. The study of tissues is called as histology or microanatomy. The term tissue was first coined by Marie Francois Xavier Bichat. Bichat revealed that diseases attack tissues rather than whole organs, and that's why Bichat is considered as the father of modern histology. There are four basic types of tissues in the body of all animals. They are the epithelial tissue, the connective tissue, the muscular tissue, and the nervous tissue. Let us discuss all these things in one by one. Epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue, it lines, covers, and protects other tissues and organs. Epithelium tissue is characterized by cells tightly junked together. Here you can observe in the picture the cells are tightly junked with each other and there is no gap between the cells. And one more important character of epithelium is the epithelium always rests on the basement membrane. Here the epithelium is resting on this basement membrane. This basement membrane, it is formed by partly by the epithelium and partly by the underlying tissue. And one more important character of epithelium is avascular, means it is not directly supplied with the blood vessels. Okay, and it also obtains nourishment from the underlying tissue. And the epithelial cells, they are named by their shape. There are three types based on their shape: the squamous epithelium, the cuboidal epithelium, the columnar epithelium. The shape of the squamous epithelium, the cells are flat and tile-like cells, scale-like cells. That's why it is called as squamous epithelium. And here in the epithelium, the cells are cube-shaped. That's why they are cuboidal cells. And here the cells are column-shaped, and that's why it is called as columnar epithelium. In this way, based on shape of the cell, the epithelium is three types, and the epithelium is two types based on the number of layers. If it is single layered epithelium, it is called as simple epithelium, and it is if it is multi layered, it is called as stratified epithelium. Means if the layers in the epithelium are two or more than two layers, then it is called as stratified epithelium. Strata means layers. And here you can observe the stratified epithelium. The stratified epithelium is also called as compound epithelium. Coming to the squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium. In the squamous epithelium, the cells are very thin and much wider than they are thick. Means the cells are tile-like and much thinner. And this squamous epithelium is further divided into two types based on their layers of cells. If single layer of cells is there, then it is called as simple squamous epithelium. And if there are two or more than two layers of cells, then it is called as stratified squamous epithelium or compound squamous epithelium. Coming to the first one, simple squamous epithelium. Here you can observe clearly the cells are arranged in a single layer, and cells are more wider than thicker. And here you can observe. Okay, coming it is the examples of this simple squamous epithelium you can observe in the air sacs of lungs, that is alveoli. There is only a single layer of cells. For better diffusion, the air sacs of lungs, they have single layer of epithelium. That's why it is called as simple squamous epithelium. And it is also observed in the lining of blood vessels, heart, and lymphatic tubules. Coming to the second type of squamous epithelium, that is stratified squamous epithelium. Stratified means the squamous epithelium, it is tile-like epithelium, and these tile-like cells, they are arranged in more than two layers. Two or more than two layers. Here you can clearly observe the layers of the cells. That's why it is called as stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, this type of epithelium, it is observed in skin, vagina, esophagus, and mouth, etc. And this stratified squamous epithelium is further divided into two types based on the type of protein. That is, if keratin is present, it is called as stratified keratinized squamous epithelium. Stratified keratinized squamous epithelium, which is present in the dry surfaces like skin. And another one, stratified non-keratinized squamous epithelium, where keratin is absent and it is present mostly in the wet surfaces like vagina, esophagus, mouth, and etc.